All right. Well, this one came in and was originally going to be a junker, but it looks pretty good. It is a I don't know, 2011, so it's 9 years old. Wow. Sorry about that, moving around. But it came in when I pull the rope. Okay, let's look down, way down. When I pull the rope, it's got compression, but it's at the wrong spot in the throat. What I want to show you is underneath, before we get going. You see that, eh? No blade or blade adapter. So what I'm going to do is I've got a borrowed blade and blade adapter right here. And we're going to just pop this onto the lawnmower to see if it has a bent crankshaft. And then we'll go to plan B from there. I think it has a sheared flywheel key, because it came in. The guy that gave it to me said he hit something, broke the blade adapter. Oh, here's the blade adapter here. This was on the machine, and it's sheared right off, eh? Oh, it's got one of those RJ19HXs. I don't like those spark plugs. Okay. Jack! So it's got a couple of scars on the shaft, just marks, eh? And a piece of string. Get rid of that. We'll see if we can get this on there. I don't know how much you can see. I don't want to tilt it too far. Okay. I think I'd better get a piece of sandpaper on that. Good. Maybe it'll fit on there now. Or not. Alright. I'll get that off. Okay, let's get the blade on there. Good. Now, spark plug's disconnected. I'm going to close the bail. Stop cable, bail, whatever. Now we're going to just check and see if that blade is warped or if the crankshaft is bent. So what I do is I look. Maybe you can see, maybe you can't, I don't know. Good, I think you can see. Maybe. Right here. If the blade... oh boy. If the blade is at an equidistant spot, okay, there it's about a centimeter away from the bottom. And on this side, okay, there's a slight amount of wobble there. A little tiny bit. Alrighty, my friends, it's down as low as it'll go on the stand. I'm going to try and just start it with the primer. This is really dirty. The air filter. I'm going to bend this forward just because that's the way life is. I'm going to squirt a little gold juice right into the carburetor. See if it starts at all. Now I got to be really, really careful, because if it backfires on me, it could pull out of my hand. There's a real high chance this flywheel key is sheared. Are you with me? I'm not going to use the cheater. We better get this right off of here. Because we don't, this is an unknown quantity here. Sorry, tree car. I just gone for my wife's car. This might go. There it is. It yanked it back. Did you see that? Okay, flywheel key. Wouldn't that be something if we could fix this guy? So now we need some, that hurt actually. I don't know if you saw it, but I didn't have my arm in the shot, but I just went, pull it right back. And even on a soft one, those hurt. But it fired, which means that the coil is good, means the spark plug did its thing, means the piston's going up and down, but it's not going up and down in accordance with the timing. So what's happening is that the timing is so far advanced that it's trying to turn the engine over backwards. This is the first thing a small engine mechanic guy does when he gets slightly more serious past spark plugs and filters. This is probably the thing that you do. And if you guys are saying, geez, I've seen you do this a lot. 2020, I guess I can say what year it is. Is the year of the flywheel key. Okay, so now we need tools. Okay, where's that magnet? Might as well take the dipstick one off too, right now. Got all four. 3/8. Oh, yeah, that's right. 1. Okay, I'll show you something fun. The two front ones are longer, but there's only a 1/4 inch of aluminum there. I don't know. Little games I play, right? I think it depends on the guy who's building it at the plant and what kind of bins he's got full of bolts. Yes, you know what's happening, I think, guys? This is in the time of COVID. COVID, the big virus, right? And I think people are cleaning up. They're cleaning up their sheds. They're cleaning up their old garages, decks, underneath decks, old farm buildings, and this kind of stuff's coming out because people are saying, hey, maybe it'll start. And sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. But I've seen more sheared flywheel keys this year than I've seen in years. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get this off. Oh. Okay, let's get the pointer. We'll wait for the compressor. Good. Okay, are you with me? There's the keyway for the shaft. Right there. And there's the other half of the keyway. So I know this one's going to be a real tough one to pull. So we'll make sure that the little brake is disengaged and that the flywheel, the coil is also loosened off. That's next. That's interesting, eh? And I'm going to use heat on this one, because heat is your friend when you're taking off flywheels. I did one, it was on a video, and I only applied heat after I had tension on the whole apparatus, and it just almost just exploded into my face. So, 1/4 inch drive to loosen coil. There we go. And the brake is off. So now we can start disconnecting that flywheel. Okay, so right here in these two holes, can you get in there and see? I don't know. 1 and 2. I'm going to thread a 1/4 inch hole thread into that flywheel. So, might be kind of boring, but hey, it's fun anyway, right? We'll put a little lubricant. That's gas. That's right. That's my primer fuel. This is oil. Although I'm sure a little bit. Either one will work. 1, 2. Got to get her started first, right? I think I'm going to put the brake on just for a minute. A little shot of air. See what it looks like? Looks like a threaded hole. I'll show you both when I'm done. Okay. It's a hard job to pull off there. Hey Bugsy, turn it down the radio. Okay, boss. And it's funny, every time I do this, I get comments. Oh, you should do this, you should do that. You should turn the threads right out all the time. It's done. Now let's have a look at that. Nice thread in that one. Nice thread in that one. So now it gets interesting. There's many ways to take off the flywheel, guys. I'm threading these 2 bolts into the hole. Okay, I'm going to just get a little ratchet with a 1/4 inch. With a 7/16. And I'm just going to tighten these up. Wish you could see a little better. So now I've got these in here. I'm going to tighten these up. Come on. There we go. Oh, it's really digging in deep. Good. Look how far down that went. I know this is a little more time consuming, but it's a lot easier on the body than... Sometimes I use the air chisel and the vibration pulls it off. Now I'm going to get a little heat. Be right back. Alright, I'll put a little heat on here first. Oh, I guess I better tighten these bottom ones up. It just provides stability. So these bottom ones don't do a heck of a lot. Now these top nuts are the ones that do all the work. Half a turn on each one, or a quarter turn on each one maybe. A little bit of heat. I think it's coming. No way. I think it's off. It could be a very good or a very bad sign. It's off. Okie dokie. Let's get that. We need our pick. We need a light. We'll get the first half of that sheared flywheel key out of there. Look at that, huh? Oh, it came out. It fell down. It is right here. Good. We'll clean that up after. Looks like it might have survived. The shaft, I mean. So now we can remove. Where's my little ratchet? Right here. Get this out of here. Don't forget, this tool is for the really old brigs, but fortunately for us, they still provide us with a nice hole to tap. Now look at how beautiful that is. To me, it's beautiful. We have nice holes tapped in that flywheel key. Cool, eh? All with this little guy right here. Thank you, George. You know who you are. George Durovich, years ago, sent me this. So now we have the other half of the flywheel key. Oh, it's fallen out. It's already gonzo. So where is it? Oh, here, no, there's half. There's the other half. There we are. And now I'm going to just go get the new flywheel key and we'll carry on. This might be running soon, you never know. Alright. Yes, used B&S flywheel keys. Some of them are new and some of them originate in another country far, far away. Now let's just put this flywheel key on, lined up with itself like that. Well, it's dark in here today. I don't know why. And then this is how I do it. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't think so. So I've lined the flywheel up with the keyway. Now this can go in this way or this way. Whoops, this can go in this way or this way. But this way it'll be loose. So I put it in the wide way. I don't even know if it would fit the other way, eh? Poker. Good. And then we just reattach it with said air tool. This is the time to clean stuff up, right? There'll be paint on the top and no paint on the bottom. Don't worry about the torque specs. This is a really weak old gun. Can you see what I'm looking at? Barely, eh? Yes, Mrs. Pender's car's in the background. Spark plug is disconnected, right? So it should rotate now. We have compression though. Yes, no scraping sounds. And I think now, what else did we loosen off in here? The coil, the dipstick. I really feel I loosened two things off, but I'm unsure. I think I loosened off the brake. I'm going to just do a little oiling while we got the oiling on. You just got to make sure the tin lines up, right? Good. Okay. 3/8. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Good. You guys getting any of this? Yeah, you are. Good. This tank is dry. I got a hunch I'm going to have to rebuild this carburetor. Good. Oh, I got to do the dipstick tube. Change bits. 4 5/16. The greasy one is the dipstick tube. Go figure, eh? Just make sure those are tight. If those are tight, the dipstick's tight. Alrighty. Alrighty then. Okay, let's wipe the top of this because it's our last chance cafe. Nope. 2 screw nut except for the air filter. That's the beautiful thing about having a tray. One less tray in the kitchen. And did you hear how those are going in without effort? Okay. Let's just lower this down now. Broken flywheel key. Did any gas come out of there at all? None, eh? Ooh, that's bad. Let's just get some gas and run it through there. I think I can plug it off. Now the carburetor is filling as we speak. Isn't that exciting? And you guys are still getting some of this? Not really. Okay. So we just rinsed the tank. A little bit of gasoline. Let's put some gasoline into the tank now that we got the carburetor hooked up. We don't need much. Although gas is cheap right now, eh? It's going to help in the financial recovery. But it's hurting a lot more people than it's helping right now. My province is an oil-producing province. We're going to lower this down. What are the odds? What are the odds of this baby starting? Guess I better get it off the cart. I want to start it on the cart, eh? Oh, it feels good. Now let's see if it starts when half warm, because it's got that automatic choke, right? There aren't enough O's in smooth to describe that.